What up, people? This is Vigilante. You know, Trump came to KC and people got maced. And it made me think about some things, you know, when it comes to black people in general, whether we get along or don't get along, we're fighting against each other in ideology and, you know, intellectual game banging. One thing is for sure with Donald Trump, at least with his rallies. We've put a battery in his back. We've put a battery in the people that support Trump back. And my question today would be, do you believe that the mystique of the black man, the mystique of, you know, black people, you know, you better watch out for black people, because black people, you know, when they focus, when they united, man, they're unstoppable. Do you think now some white people, certain white people feel like you need more people, we don't believe you mentality, where you got people swinging on protesters? And my thing is, bump protesting his rally. That ain't, to me personally, I understand the symbolism in it, but we need to get together and call the arms of our own people to find out what is our plan. Well, no matter who's president, what is our plan to stop the things that's hurting us? How can we form like Voltron together? How can we put our egos aside and come up with some real tangible plans that can help the future? Meaning our kids. Meaning that maybe we should not just go to these rallies, but rally up in our neighborhoods. Rally up at our schools. Rally up at other places to force change that way. Yeah, we got to deal with national change, but right now we need to deal with local change. City by city, block by block, nation by nation. When we spread that, state by state, meaning, how can we do that? Because the protest thing is, I get it. The posting on Facebook, I get it. I get all that. But what it seems to me is, it looks like romanticizing the struggle, romanticizing what we should do instead of really getting on the ground and creating things and putting our minds together to get this Black Wall Street mentality to come together that way. Because I believe our bluff has been called. It's proven when we see our young men die in the streets. It's proven when an old 70-something-year-old can swing on a young boy, push women in those rallies, and Trump can dance around it and not really have to answer it, because why? It's just his passion. If Obama, we know, was doing that, and black people was smacking some of those Tea Party people, it would be a problem. People would be outraged and disgust. It's just different with us. But yet you can get a white woman to point her finger at the president's face. So that tells me that our bluff has been called, because you wouldn't do that, and nobody has did that to other presidents. And I'm mixing all this together to speak on what I started with. Do you think our bluff has been called, and what can we do besides protest and get arrested to do something on the ground locally to help our people out, so they can know that we're not just noise. We're not just talking loud and doing nothing, but we're building. Because that's what we need to be doing, because anything else to them, they're going to always find a way to spin doctorate. And we're going to always go, wow, did you see how they did us? Look how they did that. Wow, they're not saying nothing. We got to stop being armchair quarterback. Who dropped the ball? Look at him. He should have caught the ball. And actually get together and do some real work. Tell me what you think. Vigilante, out.